Hey everybody, so I finally knocked off one of the things on my bucket list, and that was to visit Punxsutawney Phil in Punxsutawney, PA. Man, that is not easy to say. As many of you have probably figured out by now, I love going on trips, whether it's a simple road trip to Pennsylvania or a cruise to the Bahamas. So hopefully you'll find these tips helpful. It's something I've always wanted to do, is to go visit Punxsutawney Phil on Groundhog Day, and boy, it was quite the adventure. So, of course, one of our first stops was going to see Phil's burrow. It's part of the library, and as you can see under the green awning there, that's his actual burrow. You can see him in there from the outside. We didn't see him that day. Maybe he just wasn't home, but the whole town is abuzz with Groundhog Day. It's a little intense. This is his actual burrow. I know it's not the greatest shot. It was hard with so many people around, but this is something fun to check out when the library is closed and you can still peek from the outside. So here's a fun Phil fact. Apparently these are the fantastic Phils. They're all over the town. There's many of them. I only got to see a handful, and there's a little map you can follow along to find all of them and take your pictures with them. There is no shortage of things to do in Punxsutawney when it comes to Groundhog Day. They have a sort of festival that goes on downtown. There's a bunch of tents. As you see, there's a band here getting ready to set up. They have geocaching. They have all kinds of tours, wine tastings, you name it. They have things for you to do in the area. Here's a sign where you can vote for your prediction. Obviously, I voted for early spring. It's been really cold in Jersey. There's dances, there's breakfast buffets, there's activities for the kids. One tip I definitely will give you, it seems like all the adult activities are outside in the cold. You cannot dress warm enough. I cannot stress that enough. And it seems like pretty much all the kids' activities were indoors. It's finally here. It's Groundhog Day. And the party starts at 3 a.m. at Gobbler's Knob. Yep, you heard that right, 3 a.m. There are several shuttle buses that will take you over there because there's no parking at Gobbler's Knob. Check out groundhog.org for all the details if you're planning on going. So this is a sketchy looking video of the crowd that day, and I think I took this at about 5:30 a.m. We got there at about 5 a.m. and Phil does his prognostication at 7:25. There was a crowd of about 30,000 people. It was 0 degrees and the real feel was -8. Dress warmly. Fireworks at 6:30 a.m. You got it. As you can see, there's tons of festivities, dancers, singers, etc. Fireworks leading all up to the prognostication. Just a quick heads up about the facilities there. There are porta potties, places to get coffee, places to get food, etc. Just keep in mind that the lines for everything are extremely long, so plan accordingly. I would advise eating before you get there.
But predicting the weather, that's my song. For 133 years, I've never been wrong. So is it early spring or more winter forecast? Stop the music. Here is my forecast. Faithful followers, there is no shadow of me.
And just like that, the party's over. Just kidding. There's tons of festivities going on downtown after you take the shuttle bus back, or you can walk back, which we did, and that was about a 2-mile walk for where we parked. So make sure you scope that out ahead of time. In case you're wondering where we were staying in Du Bois, Pennsylvania at the Clarion Hotel. And I usually stay at budget hotels because I'm a budget traveler. And I think the place ran us about $100 a night, which wasn't bad considering almost everything in the area was completely sold out almost a year in advance. So here's some inside shots of the hotel room. As you can see, it's pretty nice, and certainly the pictures on the website do it justice. It's exactly what it looks like. The number one tip I can give you to getting to Punxsutawney from this hotel is to not follow the directions on the shortest route. Make your GPS take the 219 route instead. It's a lot less snow and a lot easier to navigate. So that just about does it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. I make these videos because I watch other people's travel videos to help me out on my trips. So hopefully this one will help you on your future trips. Thanks so much. My Instagram is there at Starlet Lexi. It's not so much traveling and mostly urban exploration. Feel free to follow if you like. And until then, happy travels.